Hi, Kate.
Hey, Frank, how you going?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Another strange Zoom meeting.
Oh, yeah. Crazy
Strange in the
times.
way of normally I meet someone face to face.
Obviously. Well, you can thank COVID for that, or not thank him.
Thanks, COVID.
Although we've apparently got some announcements coming tomorrow. So God knows what the roadmap is tomorrow, but we've got some good things coming, apparently.
Yes.
So hopefully,
I hope it's good news.
That's good news for everyone, because I think it's about time to get out, right?
I know. How have you been doing without seeing people?
Not too bad. I mean, I think I said last time in our last Zoom, I'm pretty social and love to get out there and mingle and meet people and things like that.
Yeah.
Even career-wise, it's all part of networking. So that's probably been the most challenging part.
Yeah.
That's been the hardest part, probably. As it's dragged on, it's kind of like we've been teased and it's coming, and then it's like, oh, it's been extended again. So I think from a social aspect, that's been challenging for me. But also I've had kind of time to focus on other things, projects, try and keep on top of working out, going for a run, like just doing all those things. But how about yourself? How about you?
I've been in such, with the working out and stuff, such waves of motivation and then back to eating crap and then I'm not going to get fat this time. I will get back onto healthy eating and then crash back another week or two later.
I started this little plank challenge for with a friend to how long can, because someone, they'd asked me how long can you plank, and I was like, I don't know, 1 to 2 minutes. And then she was like, oh, I've broken a record, I'm doing 10 minutes. I was like, what? I feel
like the actual record, I mean, probably not her record, but I feel like the actual record is something ridiculous.
It would be
8 hours or...
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Way more than that. So if you actually want to break a record, maybe aim for that.
Yeah. Look, 2 or 3 minutes at the moment is as far as it goes.
Okay.
But I can smell my dinner. What have you got over there? This smells great.
Yes, I've got pizza.
Where? Oh, yum. Where's that from?
Cucina Dolce.
Oh, nice. Is that's around you? I'm assuming.
It is. It's in Chelsea. So
check.
Forward to eating. Happy dinner.
Check this out. I've got lasagna and arancini, courtesy of Italiano.
That arancini looks amazing.
Oh, yum. Thank you, Pino. He's done a wonderful job. It's a great place, actually. It's local for me. I've thankfully been there before and been able to sit down and thinking back to that time actually eating in a restaurant.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to check it out again, but it smells amazing. So yeah.
Dig in.
Cheers.
By
the way.
Cheers. Date number 2.
Oh yeah. And how are you finding? I mean, I know the last couple of weeks, I was going to say it's been a little bit better in the sense that we've been able to, I don't know, have you gone to the park or anything, or sat with some friends?
Mm-hmm. Hang on.
Now we're talking.
I know. It's going to get complicated. So I have had a couple of little picnics or sat at the beach with a friend. Maybe snuck a little few drinks down, even though you're not supposed to.
Oops.
Rule breaker here.
Yep.
So I think that was for something tiny, a big relief, just feeling like you can actually go outside and sit. I never thought I'd be so excited just to be able to sit without breaking the law.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I was at the interestingly, it was a week ago now. I was at the park. I'd gone for a walk with my sister. Where she's kind of situated, we can meet at a certain point, and it's kind of within the 5 kilometers.
Perfect.
There's 5 kilometers, doing my head in.
Oh,
anyway, and we'd met, and then we just kind of were chilling in the park, and there was this young couple that had come near us, and my sister's got kids, so she was about ready to sort of head home, and this young couple just pulled out a beer and looked across to me and were like, mate, do you want a beer? And I was like, I don't know, I feel bad. And they're like, no, come on over, come sit. And I went and sat there, and we must have been talking for like 2 hours.
Oh, that's awesome.
Must have gone over just over that 2-hour exercise limit. And it was so nice because we, like, it was just, it turns out they were a couple, and they actually live nearby. And
awesome.
they were just, they were going through their own struggles as far as not really seeing anyone other than each other. And they said it was, at least that was an opportunity to kind of talk to a random and
find a new friend.
Correct.
Yeah. Like, I'm sick of her. Let me see someone else.
Yeah, pretty much.
And she'd be the same.
And they were going to travel this year to, like a lot of people, and they were wanting to do Sal Croatia, which I did last year.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
So it was good. I was like, here, like, connect with me. I've got plenty of tips.
Perfect.
For next year, hopefully.
Whenever.
But it was nice to have that that random encounter and just sit there and have a chat and not have to worry.
People are just craving that social interaction, aren't they? Yeah, which, like, in a way is nice because it builds that community feeling a bit more, even though, we're not allowed to go out and see people. The people that you do cross by sometimes, are more friendly and do want to talk. And
yeah, absolutely. And I think I can't remember if I mentioned it last time, but I found in my area anyway, people have been a lot more friendly.
Yeah, you're saying your lift was the place to be.
Correct. Even today, the lift is a place to be. People are. I bumped into a guy in the lift today, and I don't even think we were meant to walk in the same direction. But for a good 200 meters up the road, we were still talking. So
making friends all over the place.
People, I look for any opportunity to make friends. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that sense.
Or just more so lately, even just to have a random chat. It's such a nice kind of thing, and that's what I've found. People have been really open to that lately. Maybe that's a really good lesson from COVID. I hope some people have kind of maybe opened up a little bit more, or it's a change for the better.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. I got to go back to work this week.
Okay.
So I was excited, but then I didn't realize quite how excited I was. Like, I started walking through the hallways and saw a few other teachers, and I'm like, oh my God, hi! Like, I was so excited just to see people. And then as well, the kids, like, it was so nice to see them.
Of course.
Yeah, Monday morning, my excitement level was like probably the most it's ever been for going to work.
How is it for, how old are the kids?
Grade 1.
Grade 1. Yeah. I mean, I suppose they're really young, but the whole teacher student around the school, it must be a strange vibe in the sense there's a lot of adjustments.
There is, but I think because I'm with the younger ones, there's less rules around it. I think high school would be difficult, but
because not so much with the young ones.
No, well, they can't.
But what about with the teachers?
Tell them to keep to themselves.
They want to play. They want to have
exactly. But as well, they've been saying that they're low risk anyway. So
yes,
thankfully, there's not too many things we need to change drastically. But with the teachers, it's a lot more boring at lunchtimes and stuff because we're not all gathered in the staff room chatting to each other. So just again the social thing and meetings. Obviously, meetings are on Zoom now where they used to be all together.
Yeah.
So have to change kind of how we do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can't do practical things and.
Yeah. I was doing a Zoom meeting and a couple of meetings over like the last week or so, and it's just where you'd normally obviously be sitting face to face with someone, or doing an acting class or a vocal kind of class, and it's just such a strange thing, but it's just you've had to sort of adjust to it, and even auditions, these days are via self-tape or on Skype. And it's nothing new. That was happening before, but nowhere near on this kind of level.
Do you prefer the live ones or Skype ones or the like pre-recorded ones where you've got your opportunity to, like, do you thrive off the
I prefer being in the room itself.
Yeah.
Ideally. see the self tapes, the ones that you record yourself. I guess the positive about that is you can record as many as you like.
Yeah, for sure.
But the reality that isn't the reality, because when you're in the room, you're only going to get maybe 2 or 3 takes with the casting director. So you want to be
many in an audition.
What's that?
Do you get a few takes in?
Yeah. You'll get one. Then they might give you, say, some direction or an adjustment. We like how you played that, but can you kind of do this or whatever?
Yes, they've got to see if you take
Yeah, 2 or 3 takes. Whereas with a self-tape, if you're doing it, with a friend or with an industry colleague or something, you could, or yourself, you could do as many takes as you like. But you sort of don't want to really get used to that because, as I said, that's not the reality in the room.
Yeah.
You can pick and choose with a self-tape, but in the room, you got to get in there and you got to be prepared. 1, 2, 3 takes maybe if you're lucky. So there's more pressure having to go in the room and do that, but it's a great feeling too, and more so now than ever. Like, I can't wait to get back in the room.
I actually did an audition last year.
Oh, what for?
Yes, for an ad, very very high end. So yeah,
very high end, she said. I'm listening. This lasagna is really good.
So they needed that was for the Department of Education. So they wanted teachers. So went in, did my audition. They loved me, of course, but I think I was too white. I think they wanted to broaden the cultural look of teachers.
More diversity.
Yes, they needed the diverse look, not the blonde white.
Yeah.
person.
Okay. Look, that's the thing, is that you don't really, I've had heaps of these instances where maybe in actual fact I'm more in the ethnic or diverse kind of range, but and they want something else and vice versa, but sometimes it could be height, look. There's so many factors out of your control. I remember going for a TV show and a couple of years ago now, and I got told that it was great, blah, blah, blah. The only reason I missed out was because they ended up going with an older kind of looking guy, or similar to me. And
it's the hard part about it, isn't it?
Couldn't you, isn't that what makeup's for?
Yeah, true.
But you it's out of your, it's a lot of things are out of your control. You can only get in there and kind of, hopefully the most important thing is being memorable. As long as you're memorable, they'll keep bringing you in. Yeah,
true. My niece is an amazing actor, and
great.
But she's more like theatrical actress, so she's gotten so close to some of the like big stage plays and stuff. But I think it was The Sound of Music. Like, she got so close, but because they had to match the kids with the parents, like the looks, or maybe it was School of Rock, one of those.
How old is you on it? Quite young.
She's 15 now.
Okay.
But she's been auditioning for these things, last few years. But yeah. So it's that thing. It's like, she knew she was good enough, but it's just, you don't look right.
Yeah. You can't. It's very disheartening.
Sucks for a kid as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's disheartening at this age, let alone for a kid. And you definitely, persistence. You got to have definitely got to be resilient. And that the good thing, I found it through COVID too, is as much as it's been like for everyone, it's been a bit of a drainer in some respects, and it's tiring, etc. I've also realized how much stronger I am. I'm probably stronger than what I thought. Getting through this and not being able to be out and about and sort of socialize, like I said, which is something that I would do probably on a regular basis, even if it was for a coffee with a mate.
You got a bubble buddy? You live alone?
Yes. So I'm with my sister.
Live with your sister, or she's a bubble buddy?
No, live with my sister.
Oh, you live with your sister?
She pretty much spends a lot of the time with her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So I do have, where I'm going actually tonight, my bubble buddy. And he's local, my best mate.
Oh, perfect.
So that's really, really good. At least we've had that going, for the last few weeks, and he actually at one point was just living upstairs from me. He's moved recently, so that was really, really handy. Like mentally, it was just a nice feeling to be able to go for a walk, see each other. And have you got a housemate?
Yeah, I've got a housemate, so no bubble buddies, unfortunately. But
yes,
but we get on well, so it's good to have someone to socialize with. And,
of course, at least you've got that. It's a good balance though, given like it's a good balance that my sister sort of we sort of have each other's, we have space too.
Yeah.
And my mate is by himself, so for that respect, it's kind of
awesome.
Do you have any friends in your area, like close friends or anything?
It's limited in my 5 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are kind of like just out, or others are like other side of the city. One of my best mates escaped to Queensland like just before borders closed. She's left me. Not that she was in my 5 kilometers anyway, but
wish I did what she did.
Oh, I know. I'm really jealous of her, especially when she tells me when she's going out for a date, or to have drinks with the new work people or whatever she's doing.
It's a bit like that. I've got friends. I'm originally from Perth. I think I'd said and done. They are carrying on like life's just normal. It's like
usual.
It feels like we're in a different country. It really does.
Yeah.
And even in Europe, I've got family, and although things are not looking too good there now, it looks like they've enjoyed their summer, but now that sort of comes at a price. But it does feel like that with other states. I've got friends in Sydney too, and obviously they're sort of on their way too. I think they started the last day or so, the New Zealand bubble too. So that's happening.
Okay.
So we
potentially can go to New Zealand soon.
Well, hopefully, I think once our government gets on top of what's going on here, we should be able to do that.
Also,
and I imagine another state. I have a feeling, I've got this feeling that South Australia, given they've opened to New South Wales recently, I have a feeling that they will open to us soon.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping
as long as I can holiday somewhere next year.
Yeah. Where would you where would be the first place locally or even interstate that you'd like to go? Anywhere interstate?
Anywhere.
I don't know about international now.
Frank, right now, anywhere. I'm happy to go anywhere.
Other than your your bedroom or
other
your
than
kitchen?
My 5 kilometers, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've New Zealand always looks beautiful, and it just always skips my mind for some reason.
Yeah.
So, earlier on in the year, I was it came back to me and I was like, I really need to go there. It looks amazing. One of my sister's best mates lives there. So I know she'll look after me, show me around, help me out.
Yeah.
So I do need to go there anyway. So that would be a good one. But
anywhere, but
I love Queensland. It'd be awesome to go to Northern Territory or somewhere again, or wherever.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You?
Anywhere, absolutely. Even just go down to Rye or Sorrento. But interstate, I'm really hoping the South Australia. I hope that's not COVID.
No Rona. Just choking on my wine. Delicious wine.
So good. I'm hoping South Australia. I've got friends in Adelaide that I met on Sail Croatia last year, and we've become really good mates.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Love to go to the Barossa Valley. Hang out with them.
Wineries. Oh man!
I just feel
this time last year I was doing a winery tour.
That's
a great time with all my friends.
Correct.
Getting nice and pissy. It's great. Memories.
Well, that would be ideal. I think.
Yeah.
Adelaide, Barossa Valley, hang out with the boys. I've been to Adelaide a few years ago for a film festival that I was involved in, but it was a few days and I didn't really know anyone, so it was more kind of a work trip. And this would be a really nice way to go when I've got friends there now, and we can sort of reminisce Europe and sail and go to the Barossa Valley and enjoy a few wines and a weekend. It would be. I have a feeling that we're going to be going out. I hope not, but we're going to be going out outside of our state before we're actually going out properly in Melbourne. I just get this feeling.
So we'll all just be like, all right, I've got to get out for the weekend. Like, I want to go to a pub. I better book a trip to Queensland.
100%. I'm down.
I'd be keen on that too.
Yeah, I agree. But what about more locally? Like, as far as going out to a bar or a restaurant, like where would you? Where do you think? I guess once this is done, this madness, you would go out for a drink or go to a bar, or more importantly, where would you take a date or meet? Just to.
Where would I take you? Okay, here we go. Now you're getting to the point. Where would I take you for a date, for a face-to-face date?
Pressure's on.
Oh God. Well, probably like somewhere like Chapel where you can have some dinner and then go to a bar, have a few cocktails, and then kick on, go for a dance.
Kick-ons, Revolver, 161, no drugs.
Maybe you can't go to 161 without drugs, mate. This is why I don't go there.
No, I'm thinking more.
Maybe not Revs or 161.
Morris, I've been once to Revolver when I moved to Melbourne, never again.
I actually think, all right, this is going to make me sound very un-Melbourneian. I don't ever actually think I've been to Revs.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I probably need to because I grew up here and I spent, all my partying days here.
Yeah.
But maybe
it was an experience and a half. It was a birthday one night and we'd all been drinking, great night, and then we went to Revolver and I remember that one of the rooms was like very dark and I was like, what is going on here? But I would say Chapel's a good place. Morris Jones, Osborne, like there's a lot of cool funky bars.
All right, question for you. Do you like
pressure questions?
Yeah.
I thought we weren't meant to have questions.
Oh God, I know, right? That was a lot of questions last time. Are you more into those like upper classy, pretentious-y kind of places, or a bit more like dirty, grungy pub, sticky floors? They've probably all got sticky floors.
I'm really into this lasagna right now for a start.
Well, that's good.
But as far as something a bit more, not too pretentious. I've done quite a few of them over the years, even just like events and industry wise, and it's great. It's part of networking. But I love a little kind of chilled bar. But I'm a big fan of like a bar where you can have a drink. There's sofas or tables and things like that. But then you can there's a D floor and you can have a bit of a boogie, but it's not so much a club. It's a
agreed, like an upper class pub.
Yeah, pretty much. I remember going to. I was in Sydney years back, and I went to this bar called, I think it was called Cargo Bar in Darlinghurst, and but there was you kind of, when I was having dinner, I remember with some friends, and it was all just tables and you have your meal, and then all of a sudden at like one point, I don't know if it was 9 or 10 o'clock, they're like, okay, guys, finish up your dinner. We need to start clearing the tables and everything. And it just became, there was a DJ and a dance floor, and it was so cool. I was like, this is the kind of vibe. Yeah. Rather than
in one night.
Yeah. Rather than going to a full blown club where, like right now, I'd be happy to go to anything really.
Yeah. Anything with other humans around.
Yeah. Just to kind of get out. So that would, but I think there's a lot of cool bars in Melbourne. There's so many, even in the city. I'm in the city a bit work wise, and there's a lot of cool and underground bars too. There's this really cool one. I don't know if I'm revealing a secret here, but like a lot of, hey,
do tell.
I only found out via word of mouth. I don't know if you know of a place in the city called State of Grace.
Yes, I do know State of Grace.
It's like restaurant on top, and then there's an underground. It's like a
Mhm.
New York kind of style bar.
It is cool, and you go through like
There's a bookcase.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now I'd been in Melbourne for years before I knew, and someone who told me like made it out like it was a bit of a secret. I was like, oh, okay. Well, don't they want people to know about it?
I'm on the in crowd, Frank.
Oh yeah, okay, I can tell. Yeah, so that's another like cool bar. Here I'm just reminiscing bars that we can't go to.
I know. That's all we can do. Just have those memories. There's another one in Windsor, I think, and I don't know even which one it is anymore, but I think it's like a Kransky shop or something. And then you know it, and it has a secret bar at the back. You go through a fridge or something.
Okay, the lasagna's gone down. Good. Now I got excited. It's called Jungle Boy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's a
But what's the front called?
Kebab.
It's not called Jungle Boy.
I don't
That's
know.
why I don't know it anymore, because I drive past and I'm like,
it definitely doesn't have the name. I think as far as I know, it's a little kebab place.
It'll give away the secret.
And it's very small, and you open up what looks like a door, like a fridge.
Yeah.
And you go into like a little jungle type. And the cocktails are, there's one called the Zombie.
Yep.
Had a couple of them one night.
Is that in the little wooden?
Needed to be picked up off the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in like this kind of, it's very strong. It's got a, can't even tell you what's in there, but there's a bit of a mix.
Alcohol, apparently.
Lots of it. A bit of a nice mix of a few different ones by the sound of it. Very cool. Good cocktails, but there's so many on Chapel. I really hope that all of them are going to come back.
I know. That's what's making me sad about all this. Like business, like good businesses are going to be gone because they just can't survive without.
They can't. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I hope most of them get enough support to be able to reopen. Yeah, I know that there was some government grants and things like that for live music venues and bars and things like that. So you would hope they've sort of done enough to at least tie them over, because when they open, it's going to go crazy. I really think that people will be excited to get out and about. Obviously, there's going to be most likely safety measures and that, but there'll be some people are still going to want it. But absolutely, there'll be a lot who are just like, screw it, I'm going, I'm getting out here.
With a mask or not, I'm out. Let's do it. Whatever.
Save some makeup at least, Only have to do that much makeup.
You only have to do the top. Is that what you do when you go? Because you're obviously wearing a mask as a teacher. Do you just do the top half?
I don't wear makeup that often.
No makeup at school.
No makeup at school.
It's very natural.
Yes, au natural.
Au natural. Yes.
I don't think you need to look beautiful to be a teacher.
No.
Well, to be anything really. So and I'm not much of a morning person. So
is it fairly early starts for you now going back? What time is the school? Feels like it's been years since I've been at school.
Probably has been. I'm a bit of a late riser, so I get there at about 8:30. But others get there earlier.
Yep.
Kids start at 9.
Yeah. Good. The one thing teachers do, they've got a hard job, no doubt, but you've got good holidays when you can actually. Why do you
think we do it?
Yeah, when you can actually. That's on the record, everyone. Just so you know. That's why Kate's a teacher, for the holidays.
I'll claim it. I love children.
When you can actually go out.
Exactly. I know.
When you can actually go out and holiday.
So normally, I try and use my holidays to go away as much as I can, because if you do have 2 weeks to, not working and you don't have any plans, you can start to get in a bit of a rut and a bit depressed.
Absolutely.
And, just sleep, and then what's the point getting up? There's nothing to do anyway. So I was a bit worried about that with like during COVID holidays, because we've had 2 sets of holidays in lockdown. This, you know, the September holidays were the stage 4 lockdown, so can't really do anything. The ones before that, the June holidays or whatever, could still do some things. Shops are still open, so I thought it was a good time for me to renovate my laundry. So Dad was coming around helping me renovate my laundry, so that was good and productive.
That's good. Is he close by? At least is you?
He's probably about 20 minutes away.
Okay.
So good. Generally, yes. Right now, it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it.
But
and what's your? I was going to say, your housemate's not hiding somewhere. They're like in the cupboard or behind the lounge.
No. Not just listening in. Like
just listening in.
Jump out and surprise you.
Male or female?
Male.
And have you, like, you've been friends for a while? Don't say anything. Be careful what you say about him.